day. And I don't know if locally you guys have Five Below, but it's the dollar store for the new economy, right? Because you can't actually buy anything with $1 in 2026. And I'm cruising through the Five Below because it's where I buy my USB cables because I'm cheap. And I get back into the toy corner with the two boys. They're not with me at this time. And I see on a display a lot of foam swords, like a lot of foam swords. And me being impulsive and a fun daddy, I decide to myself, we're going to buy all of the foam swords. And so I left Five Below with a charger, a USB cable, and somewhere between 7 and 14 foam swords in a bag. Wow. And now my boys are nearly 5 and definitely 7. And I knew in my heart of hearts that giving foam fencing swords to a 5 and a 7-year-old was a one-way ticket to America's Funniest Home Videos for getting a shot to the pills, right? What I did not expect was the frequency with which I was going to have to remind them to please not do that, because it immediately became funny, because everybody knows a shot to the nards is hilarious. But lessons learned: if you can't be an athlete, wear an athletic supporter. And yeah, you too can do some foam fencing with your toddlers and young kids, compliments of Five Below. So that's,
and also learning that, TJ is an all or nothing person. So, but that we also went live. We went live. So
how about it?
Welcome, everybody. This is episode 175. And tonight we are joined with our friend Erika. We are so excited to chit chat with her. In just a moment, we're going to have TJ run through a couple things, and then we'll get into the show.
Perfect. So we start every episode thanking Hannah and the squad over there at Surf Prep. There is a lot of options in this world of sanding systems that you could be using to make sure that your projects have the smoothest of finishes. And let me tell you, if you're settling for something that doesn't say Surf Prep on it, both at the sander, the dust collector, or the abrasive level, what are you doing? It's time to start making better decisions with your life. Trust Hannah. Trust the team over there in California at Surf Prep. And if you're over there shopping at surfprep.com, you can use coupon code Sawdust Talk, save a little bit of money, and help support our channel. The other people that we want to thank is secretly, we're thanking Harvey for their support over the last couple of years. There's some folks over there that have taken really good care of us and some of the charities that we stand behind. And while they may not be an official sponsor, we still thank them for all of the looking out for us. There's also two good friends over there at Onefinity CNC Machines, and they're not a sponsor for us either. And those guys may even have their own podcast, so I don't know how much sponsoring they're really doing. But let me tell you, of all of the sales reps that I am friends with, I gotta say those two fellas from Onefinity are the cutest that I've ever met. And then also there's a Patreon for this channel, which is pretty swell. You can go to Patreon/Sawdust Talk. It's only $5 a month, and that money funnels directly into the Get Jessie a new laptop so that her video comes in nice and clear and she isn't perpetually out of focus like Sasquatch footage from the 70s. So with your help and with your support, we can get Jessie live in 4K. Fingers crossed, everybody. But that's Patreon/Sawdust Talk. Once we get a handful of people subscribed, we'll start coming up with clever ways to get you guys involved in the process. Or maybe if we get 100 people signed up for Patreon, I will do a cover of Baby You're a Firework, and I will have Jeff Hankey edit the video for it. And you can watch me sing as loud as possible. Maybe this will be the new bet for 2026. I'm sure you all would love to see me sing. Is that Katy Perry? I don't actually know. I should know.
I feel like yes.
Yeah, I will serenade Jessie with Baby You're a Firework, and we will collect video footage of it, and Jeff will edit it into something amazing. Friends of the show do things for friends of the show, and your support matters to us. That's Patreon/Sawdust Talk.
Erika, our sister from the north. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good.
So we realized in pre-show that it's been 4, 5?
Pretty much 4 years. Yeah, 4 years in May.
geez, 4 years in May
Time
since we
flies.
hung out on the show, but that is in the early origins. Is your episode backed up on YouTube? Can we go and find it? It could be before we started archiving when we were just dorks in a pandemic, right?
Yeah, it could be. Could be.
I don't think we have those episodes. That was back in the days of Instagram Live only.
Yeah, Instagram Live only, and the technical difficulties, and Kyle and Braden's panic attacks, and all of the fun.
Oh yeah. We've come so far.
So far.
So this is actually cool because I mean, I love getting people on the show where I have felt like I've grown with them, like grown up on Instagram with them. And I feel like you're one of those people for me. I've known you for a
Forever.
very long time. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, since you were in the baby shop.
Yeah.
The baby shop.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
The baby shop?
Yeah.
What about the baby shop? I like the baby shop. It was a good shop. It was in my basement, but it was kind of noisy, but for everybody else. But no, it was a good humble start. And then once I was able to take this place and insulate it for winter, because that's what I needed, and get some heat in here. Even though I do have heat, it still kind of stays cool, just because I couldn't really insulate the floor, so everything just comes up with the humidity and everything. But it's a nice space, yeah. And then I put the wall divider on the side so I could have like kind of two separate areas, one where I do a lot of sawdust, another one where it's a bit cleaner, so if I want to do like any kind of finishing or just like tinkering, I'm kind of like sawdust free there, so it's good. Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's a nice space. I like it. I mean, everybody wishes that they had like this huge monstrosity of a shop, but it's
Right.
It's quaint, it's comfortable. So,
well, again, it's important to work with what you got, no matter what, because you are a perfect example of just do it, right? Like, grab the tools, right? Invest in yourself, get excited, and come up with an idea, and then just like run with it, right?
Yeah.
And speaking of coming up with ideas and running with it, when did you acquire a lathe and start making the wood spin around?
So I had the lathe, like the old lathe. I think when we spoke the first time, we had our first like little shindig, but like it's old and it's next to me right now, and I'm looking at it. So I did upgrade. I just have to set it up now.
Do you want to tell us about the new machine, or is that content because everything is content?
Everything is content, but it's a new machine. It's a big machine, and I'm very excited about it. So yeah, that's all I'm going to give.
I look forward to the reveal. I'm going to be cracking wise as the unboxing and the setups take place, I assure you.
Yeah, it's a heavy one too, right? So it's I'm going to need to be creative to try to set that up. So
yeah, I had to put a crane into the rafters of my shop, like an electric winch engine hoist kind of thing. And mostly because at the time I was assembling my machine, I did not have access to another human that could lift up the other half of like an 800-pound machine. But yeah, engine hoist, good. You could do, I would never condone the idea of doing the old Harbor Freight rental, or in your case, the Princess Auto rental, which is where, you buy a shop crane and then you use it and then you return it because their return policy is really good. I would never, ever suggest somebody do that. But having an electric hoist in the shop is actually surprisingly useful if you can find ways to make it mobile. Like if you have exposed rafters, I put mine on a big piece of black pipe. And so I can move it around a little bit.
Yeah, unfortunately, I put like drywall up, so it's that won't happen. But I think I'm going to be a little bit creative with that too. So like, I'm thinking 2x4s are going to be used.
Sure.
And clamps. I don't know. I have an idea, but we'll see.
Okay. Well, and then like if you have a floor jack with a 4x4 on it, that's also a fun way to get one side up, and then you put a block under it, and then you pump the other side.
I think we understand each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. It's definitely gonna
get
be
the framing nailer out for that one, and just like make your towers.
entertaining.
It's called
content.
Where There's a Will, There's a Way, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So you are full-time woodworking now.
Pretty much ish. Yeah. So like basically I do the woodworking for content purposes. I don't take on any more commission pieces. And then I also do painting on the side. So I go and paint. But that's just like a side thing. So yeah. And I refinish pieces as well. So I kind of do a little bit of everything right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And are you painting like the interior of your home specifically, or is this like people contract with you to make the
Yes.
interior of their homes beautiful?
Yeah, so I've been taking contracts like around my area. So I've been going to people's homes and yeah, so I've been doing that. But I do have my house that needs a lot of TLC, so much. So there's gonna be a lot of like DIY home renovation projects coming up for sure. So
That's cool.
I can
inside
appreciate
and
that.
out. I know you can. Yeah, drywall queen. Yeah, I should ask
Oh,
you to come and help
gosh.
me out. You will forever be my drywall queen.
Gosh. I don't know how I got that nickname. I don't want it. You can have it back.
I was going to
You
say that's
start
a
doing the
crown I
drywall,
wouldn't
then
want to wear
I'll
either.
gift you the name.
No, so woodworking is really just building stuff for the house, trying to come up with like different things to do. Like when I have my lathe set up, I'm going to be doing a lot more like turning, bowls and that type of thing, just to try to, just to play around with different materials, like in terms of like different wood species and try to just have fun with it, make it more, I guess more of like an art as opposed to just like a side hustle, you know what I mean? So it's,
Sure.
yeah.
See, now you're talking my language. You're talking
Yeah.
tree species. You're talking wood turning. God,
Yeah.
I knew we were friends, but I didn't know we were this good of friends. So I see in your history of posts recently, you're doing some cutting boards and some sanding and some flattening, and then you had a big glue up recently that looked kind of awesome. Is this all stuff still that's like staying with you and your family, or are you secretly making stuff and then like it hides in a marketplace post and then disappears from you?
So there are like I am trying to start up kind of a marketplace thing where I can make, cutting boards or like smaller items, and I want to sell those eventually. Like I don't really have much of an inventory, but I do want to sell those and then donate the money to charities. That's what I really want to do. So right now I'm just trying to build up an inventory of charcuterie boards and whatever, like little pieces here and there, and just give. That's I'm at that point where I just want to, help some organization or charity out. So that's
Is there one in particular that speaks to you? Would you like to prop them up a little bit?
none at the moment, to be honest. Like I'm very I love animals, so it's probably going to be a lot of different charities that have to do with like animal sanctuaries and that type of thing. So,
Very
but
cool.
we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah.
I'm a pit bull guy. And so, yeah, I get my puppies used or found. So yeah, those are the fuzzy and tail wagging charities are the ones that I like a lot too. So yeah, I get behind that.
Yeah.
The other thing as a wood turner, you are now the official queen of like silent auction donations, like for schools or events and stuff like that, because sure, you make a bowl, right? But then you can also put stuff in that bowl and then put a little card in front of it. And it's like, okay, look who's the queen of silent auction items.
There you go. That's a good idea.
So,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I always like that. And then you've got the artistic eye as well. And so after you get good at bowls, you're going to probably figure out platters and embellishing platters and painting on your platters. And yeah, no, your stuff's going to fly. It's gonna
I sure hope so. Yeah. No, I have a lot to learn, but yeah, there's great people like yourself that I can rely on, hopefully, to ask questions.
Well, you know how to track me down. I'm everywhere.
What's your favorite project to do? I mean, you've done some big pieces, tables and stuff like that. Recently you did the handrail for your grandmother, right?
Yeah, my grandparents, yeah.
And then, but you've also you do the smaller stuff. I mean, like, what do you find the most joy in doing in your shop?
Honestly, just like turning wood. Even if I'm not doing anything, it's so peaceful. Like, and at first, like, I know when you and I, when we talked, like, like 4 years ago, I was like, I don't have the patience for it. There's no way. No, I don't enjoy it that much. But then the more I got into it, I'm just like, okay, this is so like, this is my jam. Like, I just love it. It's just so like, God, I don't know, you just get caught, like, I don't know, like, just I'm speechless. It's amazing. Like,
Okay. So I have it figured out for me. One, because like I'm
yeah,
a spaz and my brain goes too fast,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So there's the element of danger, right? Because the
Like
wood's
when
spinning
your
real
tool
fast
gets
and you're
stuck,
shoving a
yeah, yeah,
piece of steel into it, right? So like the danger is real, right? But then because there's danger, it requires focus,
yeah.
right? And then like you get really good and comfortable with the focus, and that makes the entire universe turn off behind you. And then it's just like a cloud of shavings and
Okay,
mayhem.
you get it,
But then
yeah.
like you're like expressing yourself at the same time too, because like it's still carving and sculpting it, dude. It
Totally,
is
totally, yeah,
it is awesome. And the thing is like I love doing flat work or square work or doing furniture and stuff
yeah,
like that. It pleases me because I can draw with a little pencil and then I can turn my drawing into like a thing and I can be like, behold, a truck.
for sure.
But with wood turning, you're kind of at the mercy of the machine and nature, and there's surprises, right?
Mhm.
And it's
It's
so good.
great. It's
It's
great.
so
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
No,
So
I
yeah,
encourage
so
this. You
wood
need to
turning
get that
would
lathe
be
built
the,
up, and we'll find a way to do a collaboration. I'll
yeah,
round the outside, and you can do the inside, and vice versa. We'll do a
for
swap
sure,
set.
for sure. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Yeah, so definitely wood turning is something I really enjoy, and I still really like making tables. I don't know, like, I just love taking like barn wood or any kind of reclaimed wood and making tables with them. I That's just something I've always liked. But I have maybe like 3 tables now in my house. I don't need another table, so but no, those are always fun. It's what I started with, so
Yeah.
it's kind of keep that close to my heart there. So.
Yeah. Was
I
it
think I
you
think
that did an ash table like forever ago that maybe had a
the
black
circle.
finish on it? It might not have been
No,
you. That's
no.
okay. Again, like time and space are wibbly wobbly, and the internet is massive. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. No.
I
That
want to
was
say I remember a circle table.
I did one of those, yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like a long
back in the way back whens.
Yeah, yeah.
Where it's one of those things where you're like, oh, I build square things. Now it has to be circle. And then you freak out about it because it's new and scary. And oh my gosh, I don't want to do this.
There's a lot of projects that, like, a lot of commission work that I took on where I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to figure it out. And I think that's something that I really liked about building furniture is just figure it out process. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's challenging. So that's something that I like. I like a good challenge. So it's yeah. So yeah, in a sense, I do kind of miss not taking on as much, like, or any commission work, just because I don't get like all these different projects coming at me. But
Mhm.
I have enough work to do on my own, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of work to do on your own, let's talk about DIY mayhem and the various places that you seem to not only crawl yourself, but also fit a camera in there with you. Like you're under a lot of sinks.
Well,
Um,
like a pantry full of poop, yeah.
yeah, like a pantry full of scat. Yeah.
Yeah, that, those are fun projects, I guess. I don't mind them, but it's like whenever you or open up a wall or lift up a board, there's a surprise. I know, at least for me, there's always something. And the last project I did, which was the pantry, I lifted up the base, or the panel on the floor of the pantry, and yeah, there was a lot of mouse poop and some kind of like weird structure thing happening, but I fixed it. I got it done. I took care of that. So hopefully no mice get back into that pantry area. So
Perfect.
How old
And
is your house?
My house, it's actually
Yeah.
70. It was built in 75,
Okay, so
so it's not
that
that old.
old.
Oh, it's about like 50, right? So it's not that old.
Yeah.
51. Yeah, but
Was it
I
Grogger's
think the
house
problem
and the
was,
ones in
or at
Salem? Those were
least
like 1800s.
no, no,
Yeah.
no. But from what I was told, and I mean, I don't know anybody around me, like around my area that might disagree, but I was told that farmers built their houses around here. So my house is the way it is because some guy with a tool belt said, I'm going to build my house, and pretty much, did what he thought was right. And now I'm fixing it.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
you're undoing all of the clever choices is what I like to refer to
That's it.
prior homeowners' decisions.
Yeah.
That's a real clever choice.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're anything like us out either. I mean, the Beard and I, when we get into a project, and my house is much older than the 70s, but it was built onto twice. So each area, I think, was built by a different person with different ideas of what structure looks like. But
Okay.
every time we get into something, it's like, well, do we just like make it how we want, or do we like fix it right? And we always find ourselves needing to fix it right. So it's like, but how far do we have to dig into it? Well, as far as you need to make it right. So
Yeah.
that
I mean, that's kind of my approach too. Like the other time when I opened up a wall, I noticed there was no insulation, but there were like, I don't know how many hundreds of plastic grocery bags shoved up in the wall for insulation. And I'm just like, so I took everything out and I ripped down that wall and put insulation and did all what I had to do. But now I'm thinking, so do I have to do my whole house now? Like, you know what I mean? Like, am I gonna have to go around the whole contour and take down the walls just to see what's behind them, or are we good? Like, should I just like not do that? And that's the thing. Like every time I open something, it's a crazy surprise, right? So it's a little scary in a sense, right? Because you never know what pops up or pops out at you.
what makes Erika
Well,
lose sleep? Plastic bags in her wall.
I mean, come on, that's just crazy. Like I've never even heard of someone do that, So that was just that blew me away. I was wow.
Yeah.
I like the stories of people redoing bathrooms and taking like a medicine cabinet out of the wall and it's got a razor blade hole in it for like straight razors. And so you like pull the cabinet out, and then when you pull the cabinet out, it exposes the studs, and like 16 pounds of straight razors comes
Yeah.
falling out onto the floor. And you're like, okay, so this is a biohazard, right? This is a giant pile of metal pathogens. Also wasn't on my bingo card for this week.
No. Oh yeah, but no, it's fun. It's like, as long as it's nothing like too crazy or anything like, I guess, structural, I'm okay with, right? So like everything else I can pretty much do, but once it starts to like, once I start needing an engineer, I'm gonna be a bit cranky, It's
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
And so we probably covered this in years ago episode, but like, do you subscribe to the I'm brave enough, I'm smart enough, and I have the combined knowledge of all mankind in my pocket, like I can just make this work? Or how do you go about getting smart these days?
Yeah, pretty much what you just said. Yeah, I just I have an idea. I do the research to make sure that it'll work, tweak anything that I need to tweak, and then just go for it. I mean, what's the worst that can happen, right? You have to call somebody else in to fix the problem. Yeah.
Yep. You can always phone a friend. Always phone a friend. I think that's great.
Especially for drywall. I know somebody in Washington State that can help me with that.
I was gonna say, like, this whole maker community. I swear, it's like, I mean, we know everybody from plumbers to electricians to general contractors to like our friends do this on the daily basis. Some of them for their careers. So it's nice to have people where you can be like, hey, can you give me some advice on this? Because what the F is this?
That's true. That's true. Yeah. I don't know if you know Omar, right? From Omar Builds It. Like
Yes.
I'm always like, all right, so this is what I plan on doing. Can I do this? And he'll be like, yes or no, like we text each other a lot for things like that. But yeah, he's a good guy. He has a lot of knowledge. A lot of knowledge. So yeah.
Yes.
Shout out to Omar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hooray for Omar.
Yeah.
We love Omar. He's wonderful.
He is.
So one of the things that we talked about in pre-show and that we have to, believe it or not, already start getting ourselves hyped up about is Maker Camp and getting you to New York City so that we can high five and you can come hang out on the lathe with me and you can eat pizza with Jessie and Jessie's little. What kind of a bribe do we need to coax you into arriving at Maker Camp? What do we need?
There's no bribe. I actually really want to go. But I just have to see if it's possible, right? I mean, like New York isn't too far, so I could just drive there, which is fun. But yeah, it's definitely something that I'm thinking about.
No, it's a moral imperative.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, there is still just nothing like it. I got into a conversation this week about how, and I think even Jimmy was talking about it in one of his stories, Mr. DeResta, about how like the community gets to come together like that, and there is nothing else like that. And I've been to expos, I've been to professional meetups and networking events and stuff like that, and this is unlike any of that. So it's a moral imperative. We need to bribe Erika to hop a border and come hang out with us for a long weekend.
If I can get through the border, I'm there.
Yeah.
We got other friends that drive down from Canada.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Ryan Cochran drove down last year.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I don't know.
Pat drove down.
Yeah, Pat drove down. I don't know if you're like in the same vicinity as those guys.
No. They're
I know
probably
Canada's huge.
Yeah. They're probably about like 4 hours away from me.
Okay.
So and they would go through a different border than I would. So.
Oh. Well.
But it's fine. I don't mind driving alone. It's good. It's relaxed. It relaxes me too. So.
But yeah, no bringing sharp knives and objects over the border. That's a big no. It can be troublesome bringing wood from Canada into the U.S., just in case you were wondering. And then, but yeah, otherwise, keep your fruits and vegetables on your side of the border, you ornery person. But yeah, you get new ones when you get here. No biggie.
Yeah, no, I know. When I went to the festival party last year in Indiana, I had to take a plane, obviously. So when I get to the customs agent, like she's like, "So what are you doing? Where are you going? Indiana? How long are you gonna be there? Just 2 days, I think I was there for." And okay, well, what are you doing? Oh, well, I've been invited by a company for their 100th year anniversary party. Okay, so you're working in the States? Like right away it was like defense. I'm like, no. I'm not working. Well, what are you doing? I'm attending a party. But why are you going? And it was like a lot of questions. I'm like, oh crap, I should have just started visiting a friend, But I'm one of those like over honest people. So I just like, and I chat up like the custom people all the time. But
well, you have to.
This girl wasn't having it. But anyways, it's okay. It's all good.
No, it was because of all the contraband you had in your luggage. She had you figured out.
Or the lack of luggage, maybe. Just the backpack.
Yeah. Like, you just showed up with a credit card? That's it? My cell phone.
We should talk about festival though too. I mean, there's definitely different brand relationships for Canadian creators versus American creators. We have different opportunities depending on platform, things like that. but you've gotten connected with a couple of brands over the years. So can you talk about those relationships and how those kind of became a thing?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, most of the brands like I reached out to and basically just introduced myself and told them what I'm about, what I do, and if they want to partner up, if they want to like send me whatever tools, and I'd be happy to show off the tool like in reels or YouTube videos, and for the most part, like that's been really good. Like for Festool, I think like I sent them a message and then I heard back from them like 2 years later. So it wasn't like a right away kind of partnership. So that's it took a little bit of time, but yeah, then it's been good. Like same thing with Einhell. I'm now also doing a bit of work with Einhell as well. They sent me a couple of tools that I'm going to be using, and they sent me a lathe too through King Canada. So that's something I'm going to be able to. That's the lathe that I'm going to be setting up soon. So yeah, no, I think when it comes to brands, it's just like if unless you're super huge and they're kind of like after you for the most part. Like I was just reaching out to them. Some of them said no, some of them said yes, and you work with what you have and do the best you can, and that's it. I mean, who else have I worked with? I worked with Milescraft, Fuji Spray, Ryobi, Rigid. I've done some things for them as well. So it's pretty good. It's a lot of fun. I actually really enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to talk a little bit about this Einhall relationship that you have.
Yeah.
There is a table saw unboxing that started that is in that recent history. Do you, as a brand ambassador, you are probably a little bit biased, but do you find that like the fit and the finish, or at least the act of assembling it, was at or exceeding your expectations?
Oh, I mean, it was a simple like to assemble. It was very very simple. Yeah. It was my gosh. I wasn't even looking at the instructions. I was putting it together. It was no problem. I think like when like I don't know how this lathe is going to go. That might be a different story. But like but for the table saw, yeah, it was a piece of cake. It wasn't hard at all.
And
Like
because we're silly Americans, Einhall is supplied through.
so King Canada. So Einhell is a German brand, but they also start to bring in tools into the Canadian market, and it's under King Canada, which is a pretty big tool company in Canada. Yeah.
Cool.
So you guys have stuff we don't have too. I'm trying to think what do we have down here that Canadians don't have, but
we have Harbor Freight instead of, was it Princess Auto or
Princess Auto,
Canada
yeah.
Tire or whatever? It's kind of like a hazy mush.
You guys have Lowe's. We don't have Lowe's anymore. We used to, but it turned into like a Rona. So that's a different.
Yeah, the Midwesterners have Menards. I don't know if there's Menards in Canada.
No.
I don't have Menards either.
I'm sure there's quite a bit of things. I just can't think of it right now. But a lot of times, like I'll see, oh, that's a cool tool. Like I'll see something like on Instagram, and then I'm like, okay, well, let's see, and like the company will reach out to me, and I'm like, yeah, I'm in Canada, or can you still send things? And to be like, oh yeah, no, it's only for Americans, So it does happen, but
yeah,
I think Total Boat might be one that I can't get here, which I would really love to try, but.
I wonder if that's tricky getting those kinds of chemicals across borders. I know I had a Canadian pigment supplier, like powdered pigments and stuff like that, reach out and send me some goodies a while ago. And the only reason why I remember that they were Canadian is because it's got the word beaver in the brand name in some way. Because, like, of course, right? It's like, of course. It's like Beaver King pigments or King Beaver, or I can't say it and not giggle a little bit because I'm 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Very true.
No, but
But yeah, I don't think they tried to send me actual epoxy over the border this direction as well. Yeah,
As I say, doesn't
I don't
Pat
know.
lap epoxy?
Occasionally, yeah.
yeah,
I
maybe.
think he's a total boat.
Oh yeah, cool. I'll have to check
Maybe
that out.
he stashes it in his car when he drives back and forth for events.
Don't say those things online, man. You
I
never
would
know
never.
who's listening.
Yeah, you do. You know, all 73 of them. Look out. There's dozens of them, Jessie. Dozens of them. Dozens of them.
Pat's gonna get stuck at the border one day and be like, "Damn you, TJ."
Yeah,
He's gonna be in the
Cursed me
your
for
fault.
worse, I'm sure. He's cursed me for worse. Okay, so I want to know a little bit about where the future is headed. We touched on it a little bit before, right? You
Mhm.
are finding joy, you are finding peace, you are expressing yourself and documenting it, right?
Yeah.
This isn't like a what's your 5-year plan look like, but like what's that pie in the sky? What's the project for 26? Because we're still in the first quarter. We can ask these questions. That is just screaming for you to get started.
Oh gosh, it's probably gonna be the kitchen. My kitchen. Yeah, it needs a really big overhaul. so yeah, definitely
That's
the
a
kitchen.
big one.
I mean, I would actually like to relocate the kitchen in another part of the house, but that I don't think I can do. Like it's maybe I can. I don't know.
Do you have another wet wall in the other part of your house?
Probably. Probably. I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. Well,
It might be easier, but I don't know. We'll see. I have to.
So when it comes,
have
are
to
you gonna
plan
end up doing like your own cabinetry and things like that?
Yeah, definitely. Have to. Yeah.
It's still just like out of all of the home DIY or home like renovation stuff, the kitchen is so expensive.
It is.
It is the most expensive.
It is. But if I can use as much of the materials and like, like base cabinets, let's say, just keep the carcass. I know people don't like that word, but keep the carcass and then just reface it. I might go that approach. That way I can save a little bit on that. That's if I don't relocate the kitchen, right? If everything
Right.
kind of stays as is, then I think I can do it for pretty cheap. Pretty cheap.
Yeah.
there has to be CNC paths for cabinet doors out there in the world,
Oh yeah.
right? I mean, I haven't looked, but that's one of those like, I could start with somebody's cabinet door. And I know you do a mean glue up, right?
I try.
So
No,
get brand new cabinet cases. All right.
yeah. But I think also I am gonna do my own doors, but I'm not gonna CNC them. I'm just gonna do them by hand. I have an idea for that, so
I mean, you do have a router lift hidden in a nightstand
yeah,
or a dresser, right?
a little dresser. Yeah, yes, I do. So that's gonna be it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good project. It's gonna be a big project, but it's gonna be a good one. So
Big
Yeah.
project.
but it's a lot of preparation. Like I find that when it comes to like the home DIY stuff, it's way different than making furniture, right? Like it just there's so many drawings, and like back and forth, and just to like going on Pinterest, looking at different ideas and seeing if it's going to work. And at the same time, like I'm always thinking like resale too. Like if I really want to go like all out there, like I'd be transferring my house into a log cabin, but not everybody wants to live in a log cabin, right? So
Right.
I kind of have to like I guess calm myself down from making everything like ultra rustic, which is what I really love, and just kind of like mainstream it a little bit, just so that if ever I do decide to sell, it's not going to be like a shock for anybody coming in and being like, what's all this wood? So, which kind of sucks because like in a way you really want to make it your own, but there's always that, well, what if, because I would like to move out west again, because I'm just really fed up with the winters here. So and then I'll be closer to you.
Right?
Yes.
Right.
West Coast,
So,
West Coast.
West Coast.
I love it.
So, yeah.
I love it. I think that's hard to when you there's certain areas of the house too where you're displacing yourself to work on them. So, I mean, I remember when we redid our bedroom, we were sleeping in the living room for longer than we wanted to. I mean, we didn't want to be in there at all, but it's very uncomfortable. We had all of our stuff crammed into one room. And then doing the kitchen, it's like, I have kids. I have to cook and feed them. So toaster oven was great, but also like we were washing dishes in the bathtub. Like it's challenging to do a big rental like that because you got to time everything right and be like, okay, I'm not going to be out without a kitchen sink for more than a week, hopefully, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Not easy.
No, I know exactly. Yeah, exactly. And that's where you have to really like ultra plan things, right? Just to make sure that it goes smoothly, it goes quickly, and it just doesn't disturb your life too much, right? So
yeah.
But, I mean, it
I
is a
also
rental, so
encourage
it is
you to
going to be
pursue
somewhat.
this log cabin idea. I think you're really on to something. I think, F it, I'm going to the 1800s, and it will be both rustic and charming is a perfectly reasonable approach.
Oh man, I would love it. But yeah.
One day. Do not cross the Mississippi and get listeria or whatever.
There you go. There you go.
One
day
saying,
I'll be in the middle of the woods somewhere.
Kitchen may sound, spending the same money to build a log cabin is an option.
Yes.
And I endorse it, especially if there's a pond that I can fish in nearby. And then I will visit this cabin and I will fish in this pond.
Yes.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we talked about kitchens, we talked about wood turning, we've seen charcuterie boards, we've talked about charities and plans. I feel like we're covering just about everything. Is there anything that you really wanted to talk about that we didn't get around to yet?
Well, not really, actually. I think we pretty much did the full circle of where I'm at. I'm kind of a bit all over the place, but I find that, at least for me, being able to do different things kind of keeps me going, as opposed to just like doing furniture and just focusing on that. You kind of, at least for me, I just kind of got bored of just doing that. And now that I get to do more, the home renovations and painting stuff and wood turning and just kind of like just trying everything, it's a lot more exciting for me, right? So it keeps me motivated for sure. So, but that's awesome. That's pretty much it.
How is social media going for you? I mean, you were I feel like you were one of the lucky ones that hit the viral and like you really blasted off there.
Like but, I have no idea how that happened. It just somehow happened because of one ridiculous reel where I showed my drill press and a portion of it going through wood. And for some reason, that got, I don't know, 10 million views or something like that. And it just took off from there. And then, which is great. I mean, okay. But then like when you actually work on a project and you put like, literally your blood, sweat and tears in something and you complete it and you show it off and you get like 1,000 views and like 2 likes, it's like, well, how? like how does that happen? And I just feel like Instagram is just weird lately. Like I don't know if the algorithm must have changed, but I'm not able to continue to go up. I'm just kind of like staying where I'm at.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of switched over to YouTube a little bit and I'm trying to grow that. So I still have a long way to go, but yeah, it's Instagram's being funny these days, I find, at least for me. So
yeah. I think most people would agree with that. Are you doing like shorts or what are you doing over on YouTube? Are you doing like trying to do some long form?
So I'm trying to do long forms, but I find them like they're hard because even if I do a long form, like put myself in like the viewer. Like I don't want to sit for 10, 15 minutes watching somebody build something. Like just get to the point, right? Like don't talk, don't like, just get to the point. And when I try to do that, I over criticize my thing, and I just like, cut a bunch of stuff in the editing, right? I'm just cutting. And the next thing I know, it's like, well, it's like a 2-minute video, which could have just been a short, you know what I mean? So I'm not, so I've been basically doing like short, long format videos. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, so it's interesting. I think I have to, I guess just find my style, right? And try to figure out like how to break through on that platform. So
yeah. I think Instagram has like ruined us for any kind of attention span. TikTok and Instagram being like, oh, it has to be quick. So you show anything longer than like 10 seconds, you're like,
But it's interesting because like with YouTube, if I do put like a short, for some reason, I don't know what it is or what they're drinking on the YouTube side of things when it comes to like the crowd that watches it, like they're mean, like
Yes.
like I gotta know, like Instagram, like you had trolls, but whatever, but like these people are like everything you do is just not up to their standard or whatever, or you can't do this, this is gonna fail, or like the amount of like critiques that I get, which I'm fine with, but I'm just like, holy crap, like why are you guys so upset in life? Like just you watch it, be nice. Like people just have a hard time being nice, being good humans, I find, so I don't know what it is with YouTube. And it's specifically the shorts I find that they're kind of weird.
I feel want to go post that. I want to go post a video of like one of my plumbing videos or something, because I think that's the most hate I ever got on Instagram. So I bet you it would really blow up on YouTube.
Yeah, which is,
bring on the trolls.
I mean, it's still like engagement, so it's good, but at the same time, it's like okay, so how do you reply in a way, because I don't want to go back and forth like 20 times with the same person, so I'm just like, all right, thanks for watching anyways, or whatever, I just give like a quick little Canadian thank you. And
that's a perfect. I was gonna say, how do you say bless her heart in Canadian? Of course you did. Thanks for watching. Bless your heart.
Exactly. Oh, you hated it? Great. Well, stay tuned for my next one and let me know if you hate that one.
I can't wait to hear how you dislike my next one.
Oh my god.
Looking forward to disappointing you again in the future.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I'm going to use that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm waiting with bated breath to hear your disappointment in my efforts.
Like and sometimes it's not even like what you do. It's like the music's too loud, or why don't you talk, or don't talk, or it's like you can't please anybody. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. Yeah.
I agree.
But it's much more polite than telling them to go stuff it in a sock, right? Like,
it's true.
Yeah. You can keep your comments and tuck them back in your toque and go find somewhere else to be, right?
There you go. Oh, well.
That is awesome. Well, I mean, I got to tell you, we probably need to do one more lap through our sponsors, the super condensed version, just out of respect for timetables, our listeners, and for Erika and her busy social media celebrity status. We can't take up too much of her time. She's kind of a big deal. And again, we need to remind you that, look, we talk a lot about woodworking, and drywall, honestly, this episode. And if you want the smoothest wood, I mean, you want to rub your hand up and down a piece of wood and not feel splinters and feel the might of that wood in your hand. Making sure that you've got a good finish with Surf Prep sanding systems and abrasives is the way to go about it. If you are shopping on Surf Prep's website, use coupon code Sawdust Talk. We do get a little bit of kickback from that, so we appreciate any support that you can give to both Hannah and the folks over there at Surf Prep and the show. Hey, Harvey. Thank you. And then this episode, we do want to point out one more time that the boys at Onefinity that work those trade show booths are super cute, especially when they're wearing their matching pickle shirts. Boy, let me tell you. So thanks, Onefinity. You've been around. High five. And then finally, we do have a Patreon. I feel like if we can get 100 people to subscribe to our Patreon, I will stand in front of a green screen and sing "Baby, You're a Firework," and we will edit into something epic. So now we have something to build towards, something to look forward to. It's $5 a month. Jessie, we're going to get you that computer. Katy Perry, here I come.
And that leads us to our drum roll, please.
Final question. Holy moly. Final question. Erika, every week we ask our guests to come up with like a motivational thought or a quote or something that gets you out of bed, feet on the floor, and rocking and rolling for the day that you could maybe share with our listeners so that they too can push open the door to their shop, turn on a machine, grab a hand tool, make a mess or clean a mess up. How are you going to get everybody who's listening and watching stoked?
Okay, buy a crappy house that needs a lot of work. You have no choice to do it. No, I'm kidding.
Amen, sister.
No, for real. Just like find what it is you like, and even sometimes, like for me, it was furniture, and I love furniture, and that's what I started off with. But sometimes, just by doing one thing, you kind of start to experience other things and finding your passion, even though it might not be furniture making, but it could be wood turning or home renovations or drywall, like Jess. I mean, it's just you just find your passion, and sometimes your passion will just kind of like bring you to other paths, and that's the beauty about making, is that you get to just do what it is you want to do, and if you don't want to do it anymore, that's fine. There's always something else that you can try. And there's no shame in it.
Yep.
I love it. I love it. I love the idea. If not me, then who? Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's what happens when you buy a crappy house. Yeah,
I like that you just, I don't know how to do it. I'm just going to figure it out, because that's how that's just kind of my motto. I don't want to pay somebody else to do it. I will figure it out.
Yeah.
Right. And who knew that you were going to trip, fall, and land holding a piece of sharpened steel and making bowls? I mean, I did. I knew all along.
Yeah.
Well,
but yeah, I can't wait to see the turning content. We need more women turners on the internet. So point that camera. Don't be afraid to get wild. I'll be watching.
For sure. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for having me, by the way. This has been great.
It's been awesome. I didn't actually personally know that you had been on the show before, because that was before my time. So I was like, we got to get this girl on, because I haven't heard forever, and she's awesome. But
and
here you are for like round 2.
There you go.
Great. So we'll see if we can track down an old video of Erika and share it with you guys on the interwebs.
It'll start with Kyle jumping off a ladder. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, that guy. Well, this has been episode 175 of Sawdust Talk with Erika. And TJ, you want to take us out?
That's right. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for listening. And we will see you all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Bye.
Bye.